Hi everyone, I'm Cindy Pena with DEP. We are in the North Hills of Sligo Creek neighborhood to show the power of community in addressing the impacts of climate change.
Hi, I'm Eric Cathcart. I'm president of North Hills of Sligo Creek Civic Association.
I'm Ann English. I manage the Rainscapes program for DEP.
The garden came about from an unintended consequence of modifying this intersection to make it more safe for pedestrians. I proposed that we create a pollinator garden, a community pollinator garden, and that we, as everybody in the community, we would be responsible for building the garden and maintaining the garden. I think our budget was $800 out of our pocket, out of our association's pocket at the very beginning. But for the most part, I don't think we really hit that goal because we found so much synergy with people that wanted to be a part of this. So we had a lot of plant donations.
I'm impressed with this community initiative because when you reduce pavement and then replace it with native plants, that's not what used to be the normal thing. And now this is becoming a new normal. So there are many good pollinator plants in this garden. There's mountain mint, behind me is yarrow, which is one of our, some people would debate, is it native, is it not native? I'm going to call it native. We also have black-eyed Susan, which is our state flower.
The children were the ones that actually planted all of the plants in this garden. So that was a phenomenal experience, but it was always intended that these gardens be dedicated to the youth and children of our community. That's the joy of using native plants. There's not that much input that has to be done. The plants will do most of the work. But yeah, it doesn't take that much work. No chemicals, no fertilizers, no machinery, nothing like that. So I would say the first year you're going to be planting. Second year you plant, and this is the third year. So the second year we were all up and running, and it was beautiful within months after planting.
So this garden does get runoff from the road, and it flows through this corner that used to be pavement. In climate change scenarios with rainfall, we have more intense storms. We have about the same number of small storms, but it's the intense storms. So this is changing land cover and putting deeper roots in place. The way they charge the soil with biochar, they really got the biological engine working in the soil, and this is really what helps make the soil a sponge, which helps soak up some of that intense, fast-flowing rainfall. And the other thing, because this is taller plants, it's a rougher surface. So a lawn is a very smooth surface, and this is a rougher surface, and any surface that's rough, things go slower. You know, I think these gardens close to where people live are super important. These demonstrations help people understand what they could do differently in their own yard without having to drive to go see it. So having this right here in the walkable recess of the community is super important, and I hope that this garden is here for a long time.